Mr. Paul Ruebig, good afternoon. We are very pleased indeed that you have accepted this invitation. For presentation purposes, Mr. Paul Ruebig is a distinguished member of the European Parliament, President of the SME Union, and a distinguished member of the European People's Party. So we're extremely pleased to have you, and thank you for your time. Mr. Ruebig, we have several questions that have come from different countries regarding climate change, and knowing your interest about climate change, we would like to refer those questions to you. The first question that we have comes from a citizen in Belgium, and he's asking us about what do you think of what happened last week regarding the Green Week, and what are your impressions, and do you think that people's mentality and behaviors have changed since last year?
Yes, I think the last week was a very efficient week because we all know that the environment is changing, that the climate changes, and that we should look for sustainable growth. If you have seen the price rise from petrol within the last days, you feel that people now wait for having a debate also on the political level. And therefore European Parliament is now very active in preparing right strategies.
But talking about your country, since you were recently in Austria, is this what you're feeling too regarding the citizens that you represent in Austria?
Yes, we have now the headlines in the newspapers that people are scared that how long and how much energy we will have in the future. So security of supply is getting the most asked question. And we know also from the International Energy Committee that up to 2012 we will have less electricity in Europe. So we are facing a problem where we should find an answer.
All right, well, thank you very much. Now, I have a question which pertains obviously to the SMEs, and this is a question that comes from the UK. Many SMEs think that climate change represents a burden for them in terms of taxation, increased risk, and they just don't have, it seems, the physical and financial resources to cope with it. So, what would your recommendations be in favor of the SMEs, and so that they can actually adapt to climate change requirements?
The most important question for the small and medium-sized entrepreneurs is, of course, the efficiency. So we need more efficiency in production and in consumption of energy. So in this business, of course, for SMEs, it's a huge business if you think on how to make more efficient buildings. All existing buildings have to be renewed, have to be adapted to the new standards of isolation, of energy production. In future time, our homes should produce energy, and we should be able to sell this energy to the grid. So we need a smart grid. It's a big development which will come, and I think our SMEs, our handicraft people, have to do it, because you have people who think about it, you have people which have to do it. And so I think we are coming now into a gold age for our farmers and for our handicraft people, because, as you know, energy is making competition with food and feed production. So the sheikhs which produce the oil will get a new competition, that's our farmers. And I think our farmers will be very efficient in energy production together with SMEs, which will give them all the machinery and equipment to produce energy in a nice and efficient way.